So why do you think women seem to have a more challenging time with confidence than men in the entrepreneurial space specifically?
I think a lot of things stem from childhood, not to
Usually,
exactly. So this is partially my viewpoint and partially the research that's coming in. Girls and boys oftentimes are treated differently and put emphasis on different things. Think about it. If you see a little girl, it's like, oh, don't you look pretty? What a pretty dress you have on. For a boy, it's, wow, look what you did, look what you made.
Right.
And so we start to see some of this emphasis on the outward appearance, more so with women and men. And the sort of countering that too is not only how we praise, but how we put incentives together for children. So very briefly, confidence is built on setting a goal and making incremental steps towards that goal. Period, according to the book and the author's The Confidence Code. And so you think about that, what we're teaching kids, so to speak, it's not everybody's great because, you know, they happen to play soccer, right? Everyone gets a trophy. That's
a whole other interview.
Exactly. But it comes into play, so to speak, because it's setting a true goal and celebrating the incremental steps towards that goal. That's what builds confidence. So my personal philosophy is, if you have somebody who's highly sensitive, and women tend to be more sensitive than men, not always.
I am.
Tend to be. If you have someone who's highly sensitive and never learned to build good boundaries, where do I end and where do you begin? And if you say something to me, I have a choice of how I accept that, right? Do I let it affect me, and do I really think about it and do what I call the hamster wheel, which you like play it over and over and over in your head? Or do I say, whatever, that's her opinion, right? So guys are much better at women in general of setting boundaries. And if you have someone who is inherently highly sensitive and never learns those boundaries, everything affects them.
Yeah.
And so it eats away at that, you know, confidence level, so to speak, over time. Basically what I'm saying is we need to be thicker skinned, so to speak.
Right. Or develop those stronger, you know, boundaries, which I never thought of it in the way of boundaries. But that makes total sense.
To me, it's all about boundaries.
I love that. Well, Felena, thank you so much for coming today. I have really enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to check out your locations here and hopefully around the world very soon. So thank you.
My pleasure.